Thank God it's Monday. Together we have a chance to grow and to learn. Yesterday's sermon has so many applications. So what I want to do is give you a little structure from it, and then a question to discuss in the group or with a friend, and then grow together. Here's the sermon in structure. So she talked, Laura preached so well, talked about going up a mountain, being on top of the mountain, and then coming down. Here's what she gave as a bottom line first. Mountains are, in the Bible, they have a meaning. They have the meaning of covenant. All through the Old and New Testament, again and again, people had to go up a mountain, they experienced God, and they got a new instruction and a new set of laws, and they came down and they had to apply it. Mount Eden, the paradise, was a mountain. It was a place where streams were flowing from it, not to it. So it had to be a mountain. That's where God walked with Adam, and he said, this is how you name the animals, name the plants, eat from this, don't eat from that. There was instruction, right? And he had to apply it to his everyday life. Mount Ararat was the mountain where Noah got the new covenant with God, where he says, I'm never going to punish the world like I did before with the flood. It gives this wonderful rainbow and shows the love of God that will not destroy the world again. And there's a set of instructions. Don't eat unclean, don't be sexually immoral. There's a few things that God specifically says to Moses. Later on, the Ten Commandments are given from a mountain, and the mountain that Laura preached from was Mount Zion, which is Jerusalem. Jerusalem, before it was, taken by force, was this, big fortress that nobody could take, and David took it still. It says but David, with the strength of the Lord, took Zion, and he called it Jerusalem. So Jerusalem was actually Mount Zion. And from that place, God promises to bring a new instruction. Check this out. This is in Jeremiah 2, verse 2 to 3. In the last days, the mountain of the Lord's temple, where is that? Well, that's Jerusalem, right? Will be established as the highest of the mountains. It will be exalted above the hills, and all nations will stream to it. So people will put the highest of values to the instructions that will be given from Jerusalem. That's what it means, if the highest ones, right? Many peoples, many nations, right, will come and will say, come, let us go up the mountain of the Lord, to the temple of the God of Jacob. He will teach us his ways so that we may walk in his paths. The law will go out from Zion, the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. For that to happen, Jesus had to go up Jerusalem. He had to overcome his own fear of death, his fear of pain. He had to die, he had to rise up again for us to have an encounter with God and to bring a new law and a new set of instructions on how to live. Mount Zion is the place where God became man, died, rose again, paid for our sin, and paved the way for us. Now, every day is a chance to have a mountain experience with him. And this is why peoples from all of the world are flocking to the mountain of the Lord. And they want to experience God in Jesus. They want to meet him. Now, here is the question for you. When was the last time you were on a mountain with God? Discuss that, right? Going up a mountain takes effort. It takes overcoming things. Then being on a mountain takes this resting with God and experiencing him and getting his instructions and his new covenant. And then going down is applying it to your everyday life. So the question is, again, when was the last time you were on a mountain with God? God bless you guys. Have a wonderful week.